Hey guys, welcome back to another Dark Souls 3 episode. Last time we ended on a extremely clever note, if I do say so myself.
Name thyself, stranger.
And now we're...
I am Yorshka, captain of the Dark Moon Knights.
Yorshka.
What beckoned thee to such a place?
What?
If thou'st come stumbling here in error, I bid thee leave anon.
Hey,
This tower is
I'm
a
not an
prison.
anon.
Thy presence shall invoke the ire of the tyrant Sullivan.
Sullivan. He's a
Though
knight,
'twas
right?
a rare delight to converse with another. My thanks, strange visitor. May the dark moon watch over thee.
Interesting. Knight Sullivan. I'm absolutely positive that's what his title is. So basically, how the hell do I get back there? Is there a way to get back there? No, not really. So let's use our... where is it? Silver cat ring to not die horribly on our way down. Oh, of course I say that, but I probably will die horribly on my way down. Oh, this is going to be so precise. Holy Christ. Painting Guardian. Wait a minute, don't tell me there's a painting world in this one as well. I mean, this game is awesome so far, but the inclusion of the Dark Moon Chamber and possibly the painting world. Holy Christ. For me personally, that's... I don't even have the words. And I'm actually glad these kinds of secrets are actually in the game. I mean, what other game today would allow itself to have such a secret? And it's not even obscure, it relies on you using your head actually. You see the area, which means you can get to it. That being said, of course, I have played all the previous Dark Souls, so I have the experience and knowledge that that kind of puzzle actually existed before, so... What's this? Covenant. Sure. So... I had a huge head start on this. Another bonfire. No. Wow. We're actually back here. However, this is a good thing, because this means I can actually get back there and explore the Dark Moon Tomb. However, I did forget about the enemies here, so... I'm actually more of a fanboy of Dark Souls 2 than Dark Souls 1, which is usually surprising because not many people actually like Dark Souls 2 that much. I mean, people liked it, but they didn't love it. To me personally, it had a much stronger feeling than Dark Souls 1, even though it wasn't such a good game, I suppose. I mean, its level design was all over the place. Things didn't really connect in a Dark Soulish fashion. But I absolutely adored it. I actually played it much more than Dark Souls 1. So now I can explore this whole area before I get to the Dark Moon Tomb. And I'm 100% sure it's the Dark Moon Tomb. That's one of the rare areas I actually remember from Dark Souls 1, because I loved it so much. And the boss dynamic was actually so fun for me. And the lore behind it all, Jesus Christ. I'm pretty sure that's the point at which I fell in love with the Dark Souls lore. The notion that there could be a whole area which is not what it seems, and you could miss it forever, is beautiful. Oh. Oh, I know where we are. Of course, that was the first instance. The second was the Ashen Lake. Holy Christ, that area. That's probably the area which I can say embodies the feeling of Dark Souls for me. Oh, there's loot. For me, Dark Souls should be a solitary experience in a unforgiving and lonely world. Another reason why I don't really like PvP. I mean multiplayer. Because phantoms running everywhere, you see people dying on blood spots and everything. It simply kills that lonely feeling for me. And it gives you the feeling of, what's it called, jolly cooperation and stuff like that, which I really do not want in my Dark Souls games. It's a bleak world. There's no hope here. Cooperating with other Sunbros and other stuff, sure, can be a fun experience, but that's not what Dark Souls is about for me. Let's explore the Dark Moon Tomb. And wait. And then we're going to go back, I suppose, to level up and talk to some of the other guys. Oh my god, yes. So basically, is there any lore on this brass? Armor of a knight once known as the Dark Moon. It is said that this brass armor hides something hideous within. Something about its silhouette suggests femininity. Yes, that's his armor. Holy Christ. So basically, the guy was a guy, but he was parading as a female, and he had a whole female silhouette and everything. He was supposed to be a princess actually, but he was born a man. However, he was still raised as a princess, if I remember correctly. I mean, look at this whole area. There has to be something to do here. Now what exactly? As of yet, I do not know. I am going to return here, but first... I mean... this is such a stupid decision to make, actually. I have 53k souls, which means I've got 2 levels. And I have access to every bonfire around here. But I still crave exploring. I want to see what's behind those doors up there. I want to beat this whole area. And then I want to get back and level up and talk to the NPCs. One of them might have something to do with this. Oh my god. Honor Londo? Are you kidding me? You guys have no idea how happy this makes me, actually. And this is inadequately short. Prison Tower under Londo. I suppose I don't remember so much about Dark Souls 1. I should have been able to make this whole connection.
Well, very then.
So what are we going for? Vigor, right? Yeah. 29k.
Ashen one.
Oh yeah. It would appear that the soul costs...
Gracious. Let Iona.
It would appear that soul costs go up by tiers after every 10 levels. Large titanite shards, useless. Slows equipment degradation, that's... why? Probably for a no bonfire run. We need 5,000 souls, right? That should be enough.
Well, very well taken.
Yeah. So we want about 5 more levels, I believe, and then we want... How much stamina do I have, actually? I have... 112. At least 4 more levels after that in stamina to get at 120. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's about even. Yeah. So we get about 5 more levels, 4, and we should be able to squeeze in 1 more attack.
Ah, just what needs.
Titanite chunks 2. We got 0. Titanite scale. Oh.
Pretty be careful.
Grey rat doesn't appear to be coming back.
Speak thy honorable.
Nothing new here.
Ah, greetings, our lord and lady. Good tidings. Thy spouse is ready. The time is ripe to greet him. The boy awaits thee in the hidden dark
You see, I told you, there's something going on there.
So thou mayst a true monarch become. Till we meet again.
Such a big and important area from a previous Dark Souls cannot go wasted.
Yes.
Oh, she doesn't want this one.
Do stay.
I only wanted to go to the first merchant and sell stuff.
Do not be gone. Back, I suppose this means. I don't mean to see an exchange in the fight.
Yeah. Actually forgot to click
Heed
talk.
my word. Fear the fire. The home of pyromancy, Izalith, was scorched by the very fire it created. Undoubtedly, it was a flame of chaos, tangled by a
That's
witch's
true.
hand. But who's to say that this bonfire's flame is any different?
I agree.
Heed my but do not be gone for long. What?
No matter
yes.
how much everyone
There is
in the
one
game
thing that you should. There is a duck.
yeah,
Do stay
tells
safe.
you about the fire, I never actually got the feeling like the fire is important.
Well, do you wish?
I mean,
You know, in my home, I would put it up terribly.
it's obviously important, but I always thought the right way to actually end it is to get rid of the fire.
Ah,
However, there was never a way to permanently snuff it out.
Ashen one.
It wasn't
Because whenever the fire is present, this whole cycle always repeats itself. Over and over and over and over and over. Even snuffing the fire out and not rekindling it doesn't really change anything, because I suppose someone else comes and kills me, right? And simply relights the fire. Basically, the fire always gets relighted, no matter what our decisions may be. Basically speaking, whatever we do in the game really does not matter, because it's all destined to simply start again. Usually you can see that in the character design as well. They're either the same character, for example. I don't think I actually mentioned that. This blacksmith we're working with is probably the same blacksmith from Dark Souls 1. Right? Pilgrim.
Welcome, our gracious lord. Your spouse awaits you. You are very near. Please, take the sword of avowal. May you be the truest lord of Londor yet.
So wait, I'm going to become a Lord of Cinder, or... I'm definitely not sure what this whole quest is about. I mean, literally everything I've done in this quest is just talk to Henri and talk to that other girl, which came randomly. Shouldn't there be a priest or something? Why? What? explain to me how this constitutes a marriage? Dark sigil times 3, what? What in the hell is going on here? Alright. Siegfried's quest was normal, like this. What? Why did I do that? There was never anything about what you actually need to do in the rite of the avowal. No one explained it to me. Literally the only thing I know is that Henry was a hollow and he was guided here, but this looks like the bad ending of a quest. Seriously, what the hell just happened? What was the point of that? What? You have no idea how confused I am. I suppose we go talk to her and she will explain something. Then again, this is Dark Souls. No one gives any kind of explanation here.
Oh, I presume thy holy vows are sworn.
What?
Wonderful. Now thou art the true and deserving Lord of Hollows.
Shouldn't I be
With
the
the
Lord of
spouse, the
Cinder?
strength to claim the fire is thine. Thy lordship, I prithee wrest the fire from its mantle. I, Uria, and all Londor embrace thy impending lordship. O Lord, and I prithee, play the usurper.
Usurper?
When the moment cometh to link the fire, wrest it from its mantle.
Why?
The age of fire was founded by the old gods, sustained by the linking of the
Yes,
fire.
that's right.
But the gods are no more, and the all-powerful fire deserveth a new heir. Our Lord of Hollows, it shall be who weareth the true face of mankind. O Lord, I prithee, when the moment cometh
So
to
wait.
link the other.
She tells me to take the fire and become the kindled one, I suppose would be the term in this game, right? What does that have to do with stabbing a guy in the chest and calling it a marriage? What does it have to do with being a hollow? Wait a minute. Does this all mean that actually if I go through the game and not do that, I don't have any kind of endings? No, there has to be. But basically she just told me that I can now take the fire, which means that before I couldn't, so that means I would only have the ability to link the fire again. that's... There's always the ability to link the fire. There's always the ability to simply walk away. And there's usually an ending where you can snuff out the fire. This one implies that I can take the fire for myself and become the only Lord of Cinder, right? But how would that affect the world? Linking the fire simply starts the cycle again. The fire will be relit, it will start dwindling, etc, etc. Walking away means I don't want to have anything to do with it. And basically someone else will then simply come and do the journey I have done and probably kill me in the end and light the fire again. Nothing changes. Snuffing the fire out should change things, but it never does, because I suppose like this sword there is a way to actually rekindle the fire, which is not really explained. Usually when the fire dies out, the firekeeper who tends the fire should also die out, right? Or is it the other way around? But this bonfire was dead and I actually managed to relight it, which is, I believe, well, actually do that in every Dark Souls, but we usually only rekindle it, which means it's not gone forever. This one was. There was no rekindling. There was literally relighting the fire through the sword. I have got no idea. I suppose I will simply have to get to the end and see the ending, I guess. Not sure I'm actually going for that ending, but this is the first time I have that option. I'm really interested into seeing what happens. Well, anyway, this was a really confusing episode. I honestly have no idea what I did, but we might have messed up something. I mean, that's the best conclusion I can always come to. If something seems wrong, I probably messed something up in the quest chain. What that is, I will not know until I actually read the guide, which won't be until I beat the game at least once, of course. At least once. So, I will leave you guys on a extremely confused note. Hopefully you know more of the lore than I do and actually understand what's going on. In that case, I'm glad. I suppose I will brush up on my lore after I beat the game and I will know more. But for now, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you again next time.